they would be unable to attend because of the change in that schedule. Okay, E2, membership information form. A little bit of background on this form that you have here. As I became more and more familiar with my responsibilities as chair, I realized that so often we have new members who appear here and we know very little about them, and we are not given any background information on them, nor do we know if they have any expertise in certain areas or experience in certain skills. And it behooves the committee to have that information, and really behooves whomever is the chair to know that as these committees, subcommittees are created. If you know what the person's skills and expertise is, you can then approach them to become a part of these specific committees, because it's very helpful. I found it was very helpful. But the form that is online, or the application that it was called that's online, is it's very simple, basic, and it doesn't provide that kind of information. So I recommended to Dr. Harder that that form be revised. So what you're seeing now is a draft of a revision, and it would no longer be called an application for the Citizens Bond Oversight Committee. It would be called a membership information form. And the committee's purpose, which is always on the application, is on the top part. The instructions are to send the resume, this form and the resume, to the superintendent, who ultimately appoints everyone, and a copy to the Citizens Bond Oversight Committee. Their name, their address, and then for our information purposes, their home number, cell number, and email address. And of course, there's a disclaimer that you cannot be a vendor, contractor, or consultant to be appointed. And then I listed some of the subcommittees so that you come on, you will have an idea of the things that we are working on, and you know, the individual might know exactly what they want to be involved in. So the project review, which is projects in progress, similar to the Canal Valley High School subcommittee, the audit subcommittee, the public information, which would be the website or the annual report, administrative regulations, which are bylaws, and the asset management, which is our new cost-saving measures subcommittee. And then it asks for some information on their expertise and background. And I've also included that they review the bylaws and the section for attendance. Because unfortunately, many of our new members are not aware of their responsibilities to attend or participate, and they don't show it. So we want to have any comments, suggestions, or ideas that you might have before we adopt this form.
I think this is a great idea. When I first started pursuing this appointment to the CBOC, I was asked by Supervisor Joya to fill out a form. But in hindsight, I realized that it's actually an accounting form, something that was probably only used for me and for Norma, but not for the CBOC. At the time when I filled out this form, it would ask basic questions kind of like this: whether you're eligible, whether you had a financial interest, things like that. And at the time, I remember thinking that this was a CBOC wide application, but it wasn't. It was just a common form that I was asked to fill out by Supervisor Joya. So I think that this is a great step forward, and this kind of crosses some T's and I's for future board members, for future CBOC members. The only other suggestion that I would have is that there are other provisions in the Ed Code that CBOC members have to abide by. I'm sorry I left my iPad at home. I don't have the specific government code regulations on hand, but perhaps we could add that to this application here. I can suggest those specific provisions in the future. But in short, I just think it's a good idea.
Anyone else?
Just one nitpick, but the our subcommittees, there's 5 boxes here for subcommittees, but they're not, the names of our committees. I'm wondering if that could be genericized a little bit, like what areas, what subcommittee areas would you be interested in?
Whatever.
Only because we've had issues with, literal interpretations of things in the past.
Okay.
Yeah, along the same lines, like the administrative regulation subcommittee is also referred to as the bylaws committee, just if we can be consistent on both.
That's why I suggested the areas, so that this doesn't have to get revised as we are changing our committees.
So what was a more general description? Okay. So I have, I'll work on more general description, and then Peter, you're gonna send me some verbiage? Okay, fine, once I receive that, I'll bring it back for the next meeting. If you think of anything else, send me an email. Okay? All right, now we're up to election of officers for the chair, the vice chair, and secretary. This is the annual election, and
I nominate Yvette as chair for calendar year 2015.
okay, so we have a nomination for Tom, the chair. We have a nomination for Yvette, the chair. We do this vote? Okay, so all those who would like, we're gonna do a roll call vote?
Hand vote.
Can I just ask if both those nominees are interested?
Is this a volunteer with gold marks, Tom?
Being voluntold or something? Not really. I have a full plate beyond, and I just think, I appreciate that, I don't know, vote of confidence, whatever, but I would prefer to act in the role that I have right now, along with all the other things I have on my plate.
Reason I wouldn't vote for you.
So you removed yourself from contention.
If I may remove myself, I would like to do that, yes.
Norma,
I nominate Orlando as well. Orlando.
I've got enough on my plate too. I want to stick with Yvette. But thank you, I really appreciate that. Yeah.
anybody else? Okay, why don't you take the vote? Go ahead, act as vice chair.
Okay.
And then take my own vote.
All right, all in favor of Yvette, raise your right hand. And unanimous except for one exception.
So, okay, 10. Thank you all. I'm not sure. Okay,
Madam Chair, I move to extend the meeting another 15 minutes.
okay.
Since you sat me here, I'm gonna keep
We're
moving
gonna
along.
Extend the meeting until 8:20. 8:20? Oh, may I have a motion to extend the meeting?
Move.
That's,
Second.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. All right, now we have nominations for vice chair.
I would like to nominate Mr. Orlando Waters. I've been, since I've been appointed to this CBOC committee, it's been very difficult to gain knowledge about our $1.7 billion bond program. But watching Mr. Waters, the way he handles himself as vice chair, and especially as the chair of our audit subcommittee, has taught me a great deal of being a good CBOC member. So with that said, I would like to nominate Mr. Orlando Waters as vice chair.
You need seconds for that nomination, or do we just
No.
do it?
No, are there any other, do you accept?
I accept.
Are there any other other nominations? All in favor of Mr. Alanis Ward as vice chair? That's a unanimous vote.
Thank you. Pleasure to serve for you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Now, we have a vacancy, as Charlie is no longer secretary.